It is Friday, November 1st, and you are tuned in to ShotQuality Live BetCast, the only show that uses SQLive regression data for Season 2. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome into the show. I'm your host, Justin Perri, joined alongside by my co-hosts, my two best friends in the whole betting world. It is Max, $1,000,000 Hofmeyer, and Alec, the Musa. What's up, Moose? How you doing down there, bro?
What's up, family? How's everyone doing?
Oh, it is a beautiful Friday night here in New York City. We got a nice 45 minutes of live betting action coming to you guys. A good little precursor towards our massive, monumental NCAA kickoff 90-minute extravaganza episode on Monday night. Make sure you set your calendars. We'll be doing 60 live college basketball games, and we will be back in the swing of things, our featured content, NCAA. We've had a great time doing pro, women's and men's, but it's time to get back to our roots. So our last episode without college basketball until March, guys. How are we feeling, Max? I mean, my Knicks are absolutely walloping the Pistons to start our episode off. But what are you thinking? How are you feeling this last weekend before college, man?
Oh, it's so exciting. I could not focus today. They were dropping lines, one by one, and every new line that dropped just consumed 10 minutes of my time today. So I've got absolutely nothing done, but I'm ready to live bet the NBA.
Let's
coming
go.
in fresh with the rest of you guys.
Let's go. I'm all set. I've got my Florida A&M shirt on. Musa's looking like
Rattlers, baby.
Oh, it's going to be how many obscure T-shirts can I fit into the show this season? Niagara University maybe on Monday. Tune in to find out. But all right, let's get to the action, guys. We got games in the second quarter already, which means we can start betting them up on these totals. Whatever you're seeing right now, go ahead, interrupt, call them out. Let's get it going. I'm going to start us off in the Boston Celtics Hornets game. I'm going to go ahead and lock in my first play then. And I got to pull up the line to make sure that I'm giving out accurate information right now. But we're going with the over in this game right here. We're getting over 243.5, minus 120. All right, these teams are scoring better than what shot quality expects. And we're going to stick with it tonight on the totals. We're going to try something just a little bit different. I've had a little bit of a revelation digging into some of this data, and we're just going to see how it goes tonight. So let's go on the over with the Celtics specifically starting off hot. I think this one continues to be fast-paced. Look, Celtics coming off a terrible shooting night. We know they had a very, very bad night. Caught a little bit of fire, forced their way back into games late. Always do that. I think this will be another night of a lot of points. Hornets can score that. I don't know that they can defend. Max, what do you think about that pick?
Yep, I am tailing this one too. Everything you said, we've been digging in, and you should always be sharpening, your tools, your craft. So I just think the NBA is it's just a different beast than what we're used to or what you would expect, and we've accepted that. So let's see how it goes going forward.
I mean, there's a lot of philosophy that goes into it for sure. Like, how do you deal with the best shooters, and how do you grapple with shot quality's ability to handle the best shooters? But really quick, we're on Twitch tonight. If you haven't heard, we tweeted it out. We have a brand new Twitch channel. If you'd like hanging out on Twitch, we're going to get the affiliate stuff going. We'll have stream rewards eventually. Hopefully you can redeem them for cool prizes. Watch the show long enough and get a free month of shot quality. That is all coming soon. Make sure you're watching on Twitch for that. Also, we're going to have some really good stuff for the big show on Monday. So, but all right, first bet's in, over on the Celtics and the Hornets. And of course, after our first bet, we always give a shout out to our presenting sponsors over at SportTrade.
ShotQuality Live BetCast is presented by SportTrade. The best data in basketball meets the best prices. SportTrade offers instant in-game betting with half the vig on both live and pre-game lines, with prop bets now available too. Plus, best-in-class support. Available in Colorado, Iowa, New Jersey, Arizona, and Virginia. Get 10% cash back on every bet in your first week, up to $300 cash back, and 1 free month of ShotQualityBets standard membership. Simply sign up for SportTrade using code SQB and bet $10 on any basketball market.
Might be one of the sexiest voices I've ever heard on the internet. Moose is gonna
That's
leave
one
the
way
show.
to put it. That's one way to put it.
One way to put it.
Do you guys see you see what play was on? These dogs. Can you hear these dogs, by the way?
No, you're good.
Perfect.
You got that good mic now, Moose. You're a pro. We're good.
Buddy. The play that was presented on the Sports Trade commercial was Florida Atlantic, Kansas State.
Yeah.
Was that Elite Eight?
Yeah.
Just saying.
I made that myself, so I would know. Yes, I didn't know what you were referring to, but yeah, I obviously had to throw in a legendary game into that commercial.
Great game.
Oh,
Great.
I was there.
Were you at? Were you?
Yeah, that was
John L. Davis and Elijah Martin Cook.
Oh yeah, Vlad Golden, baby. That was a great game. But all right,
was it the dude who was an absolute stud at K-State?
You thinking of
Marquise Noel?
No,
Come on,
Marquise
guys.
Noel. Yeah, Mr. New York City, Mr. Manhattan. But all right, let's keep going.
How about this Cavs game?
I know.
I was watching this one before the show. This one was on ESPN. I was kind of tuned in here. The Magic are without our boy Paulo. Paulo is always either super hot or super cold, and they clearly miss him. 28 points on an SQ score 40. They could use
check in on that one here
tonight.
Yeah, so they're struggling. So what do we think here? Do we trust them to get back into it? SQ score is hot. So I do think with the Cavs starting off quick, getting out to a lead, that the scoring's probably going to stay a little bit more on the open side here tonight. Let's get in with another over in this game. Over 206.5 on this one. It might feel a little low, but again, just going to trust the data. This game is going faster, it's going slower. So whoa. Can we take back a play? I think in 100.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think you got it backwards.
I don't think I've ever made a mistake. So that was a mistake.
Back a play?
I messed up. That was bad. That was wrong.
Yeah.
That was wrong. I made a mistake. I should be going under, not over.
Yes.
My apologies.
Correct.
So if you
wait, why under?
Get it out. Get that play out.
Oh.
Get it out. Cash it out. That's my bad.
Because Moose, we've talked about how the NBA it's not like college or WNBA.
True. I wore that pretty good last time we were on this show.
We all have learned it, and I spent some time digging into it just to verify it, Moose, because I was sick and tired of losing. And first of all, I went 4-3 on Wednesday. So it wasn't that. But I really want to not blow it out of the water and win a lot of money. It's kind of my whole thing. So we did a little research and we're feeling pretty good. So
I'm thinking Cavs here.
What was that?
I'm thinking Cavs here more instead of the total.
Okay. Talk to me.
What do you think about that one?
So wait, what do you have really quick, Justin? So
I'm on the under. I cashed out my over. It was wrong. I lost about 4% cashing out. 5% cashing. So that sucks.
205.5 though on the line.
206.
206. All right.
And a half on the Magic. Under.
Got it. It is in the book.
I barely got it. So that's on me. My bad. Hand up. That doesn't happen a lot. That's just me being stupid. But I like this under. It's just the data. It's always data. Everything we do here is data. So you're
basically saying Orlando, they ass right now. They stay in ass ?
They're probably going to continue to be bad, or just large leads end up, I feel like, yielding to unders more than overs. The game just slows down. You get worse shots. The bench comes in. The quality of play decreases.
And then that's one thing that we don't get in the WNBA or college basketball. There's rarely garbage time. Most games are always going to be, within striking distance.
And I think also what I was maybe just rationalizing and lying to myself about, but what I think, you guys can tell me if you agree or not. You guys in the chat can weigh in and tell me if I'm stupid or not. What I think is that the NBA has the collection of, the best shooters that have ever walked the planet, the best 200 basketball players in the world play in that league, the best 2,000 players to ever be in that league. It's only 2,000 dudes, right? That's not a lot in the entire history. So this is the pinnacle of basketball, right? And so when these players get hot or get cold, they're most likely to stay there. So I feel like a guy comes out red hot, he's going to continue to get shots. The team's going to alter the way they play and be like, all right, he's not missing. He has his form. He's hitting. He's winning his matchups. Let's feed him. Let's use the hot player tonight. In college, it's a lot more like, all right, cool, that dude hit his shot. We're still going with what the coach wants to do. We're still running the system. It doesn't matter who hit their shot. We're still going for the best shot, the best way we know how, no matter what. Yeah, that was necessary. Different form of basketball.
And building on that, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Cavs minus 12.5 here. I think they stay on them. I think, without Paulo, I think there's a reason why they are struggling offensively, even though, they might be doing worse than what we would expect. I just think that's a real miss here. And I know Franz was questionable with an illness, so who knows?
Wendell Carter didn't play, too. Actually.
Wendell? Oh, he ended up not playing either?
Yeah,
I know
he voided on the slip I tweeted. So,
So, the best bet would have been Cavs pregame, 6.5 or whatever it was, but I'm going to stick with the Cavs minus 12.5. I think they win this game by margin.
All right, let's go, Max. I'll tail that one. I'll jump in with you. It's already 13.5 at some spots. Let me see if I can find a 12.5 before I get it. But good pick. I like it. Again, testing things out. This is a pretty scientific group. What we do here in betting isn't all willy-nilly, just like that team. Let's bet on them today. No, we try to actually use the data we have here at our fingertips to lead what's going on. And I like this. We're seeing that the Cavs are hot. So
and it's important, like shooting. We're not shooting at the hip here. We're not just going off 4 episodes where we did back test it and looked at a much larger
I looked at the last 2 years.
I think that's important.
Shout out SQ though. I mean, honestly, what this team has built and the way this technology works and what we're able to capture has been incredible. So let's dig into maybe this game. Do we want to try some player props? Darius Garland a little bit cold. Donovan Mitchell's hot. Evan Mobley's hot. And Franz Wagner's cold. So blowout potential means that a lot of these hot players could leave the game early. So I'm feeling pretty good about maybe some unders, assuming that, like, I don't know. Let's go check out what some of these lines are. But I would definitely be thinking that Donovan Mitchell could see an under, especially he's the type of guy who could see the ball leave his hands more if they're winning, and maybe do.
I'm seeing it's grayed out currently, but I'm seeing 30.5 on Mitchell. I'm seeing 17.5 on Mobley. The Mobley one is not grayed out, but it's minus 130. The Mitchell one is grayed out.
Okay.
How about Franz to stay cold under 16.5?
That one I worry about because, like, who else is taking shots on this team? Suggs, perhaps.
I agree.
The only concern,
especially if they do come back.
I don't know that they're gonna. But we got a lot of other games going on. So let's not just dwell on one game. The Pistons and the Knicks are a fascinating one. The Knicks were up by 30-something. It's down to 20-something. So we've seen a little bit of life come back for the Pistons here. We got a hot start for Sacramento, a hot start for Brooklyn, and a hot start for the Lakers. So quite an interesting tip-off to this 7:30 p.m. feed here. I'm going to reload that, switch over to a couple of our other single view games. Looks like all's going about as well as possible for me over here with the Hornets and the Celtics. We are up to 122 points in the half. Shot quality deficit is up to 15. So again,
the live line on this one is 251.5. We got in at 243.5. So we like to see that. Hopefully it keeps going.
It's feeling good, man. It's feeling good. I'm telling you that getting Shot Quality Live, being able to tell when an NBA team is hot before the market figures out that they're hot. Or cold. That's the money. In the NBA, that's the money.
And
in college, it's
about the market. The market is going to shade it to a little lower because the reasonable thinking would be, they started out really hot. We should probably take this down a little because people are probably going to want to get in on the under. So
I agree.
So you guys stay hot. They're hot. They're going to stay hot.
Yeah,
but I think in NBA that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's not back test. Well, you guys did all the sciencey stuff, but just
sure.
You know how there's the guys on the train. One's looking at the wall, and it's like data guy, and then the other guy's looking out for that boy nice weather.
Yes, I do know advanced analytics and that boy nice watcher.
Yeah. I right now I'm that boy nice watcher, and it seems every time I take that guy to cool off, he ain't cooling off. But every time I take a guy who is a little bit of a slow starter, that is a guy that is a proven bucket getter. Yes.
Damn, that was quick.
That was quick. I feel like they catch up. Like they are the best of the best. They catch up. So I'm much more inclined to take a guy that's cold to get hot than I would be to take a guy who's hot to go cold.
It served you well. I mean, we have tested that here plenty. That works. So, with that said, Franz Wagner, let's check in and see if our buddy is on the court right now. He hasn't put up any SQ points in a little bit. He hasn't shot. So, Cavs up to 15 points now. Live lines at 11.
Hold on. I'm watching the game. I can tell you if he's on the floor. He is not on the floor.
He's not on the floor. He's the only starter not on the floor.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is like, so look, I'm going to take it now. You at home, I would recommend, if you can, wait for him to get in the game. And then right when you see him checking at the table, if you got it on, if you've got League Pass, that's when you have an advantage to play. We had a guest on last year, Brett Feinsod, did a great job. Shout out Brett, who does a lot of live betting. And one of his tips and tricks was try to use that to your advantage. Smart. So if you have the time at home and you see, or maybe you even use, an app that keeps track of who's on the floor. Now, I actually really like the Apple Sports app, guys. It's actually pretty good. I don't know if you use it yet, but it shows you who's on the floor. Apple, yeah.
I didn't even know they had a sports app.
And they actually did it. They actually have DraftKings odds, so it's pretty quick. The odds actually update on the app before their score updates, which is pretty funny, but it checks. All right. Nonetheless,
here's a good question. But what's your Franz pick though first?
It's gonna be over. Let's talk about this. When the SQ score is higher than the SQ score, what's the testing telling you? That they're hot. Props. We don't have the back testing. Sorry, I misunderstood. It's obviously a lot harder to ingest live prop lines, right? So what we are able to do is collect every single live spread. We have a data company. What's up? We collect every single live spread. We look at every single play. Everything is cataloged. That's what the shot quality database is, right? It's that we have every shot of every game, every player in a database, and we know what happened and we know how good of a shot it was. So the idea why we couldn't do that for player props, same way we can for like totals and spreads, just that the live prop data is a lot less available. There's no like consensus. There's probably a lot worse in terms of like the availability to ingest that data. I'd love to. That'd be so cool. But also think about how many more data points there are. Jeez. All right. Great question, though, Card. Appreciate it. Let's go on this over. Let's lock it in. Max already got on the screen before I put my bet in, so a little embarrassing. But you guys can get the value before I lock it in. I don't really care. Franz Wagner. Musa, you come with me on that one? Or
yeah, what'd you get? I'm looking for it. It's blacked out for me, but I want
it should be 15 and a half, right?
Yeah.
Over 15 and a half?
Yes, sir.
Really? 15?
Oh, it just went up. The 17 score, maybe? Or is he on the floor now? It was at 15 and a half, though.
Did we
could have moved it.
I got 17 and a half minus 105.
I'm not playing 17.
I am.
All right. I'll put you down for it. Hit the button, Miz. I want to see it.
On it. Yeah. Really? 15? Dude.
That's where it was.
Damn.
All right, let's jump into this Pistons game. Enough about the Cavs and Magic.
All right, let's go to the Pistons and Knicks.
I think they just went to half.
Perfect. All right, what are you thinking here, Max? What do you got?
I don't know. Knicks is where I was leaning. I really haven't looked at this. I'm on one screen tonight, so.
Wow, one screen. Are you okay? Everything all right over there? There is, interestingly enough, a 25% live profit boost on the Knicks Pistons tonight. And that doesn't happen a lot. That's on FanDuel, a live profit boost. So let's try to use that because it effectively, interesting. I had never seen that before. Beta testing features. Cool.
Wait, was that the over in the Charlotte game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good for us because we got a better number. It's 252.5 right now. You want to double dip?
I see 253.
Bust out the graphic.
Oh, man. I didn't upload it yet. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing.
Anyways, I'm getting on FanDuel now. I want to cook up a profit boost. Let's do a squad ride profit boost here.
I love it.
Franz?
253.5 for 253.5 is tough. I don't know if I want to take that. What's the shot quality score there? I'm seeing, it's still probably, it's just so like, this is where, man, they're definitely.
Oh, I'm seeing 250.5 now on, it might go down before they go to half.
Oh,
it's going to go to half in a second. We'll
it
revisit.
just went down to half because they probably didn't score at the half.
Yeah.
And it probably cost the total a couple points. I'm still not going to double dip. We have such a good number.
You just have a bonus because you're in New York, dude. I think it's a geographical thing.
That's so dumb.
Fake news. No, it's probably true.
Anywho.
It's just state to state. Is that how it works?
Yeah, Ohio does that a lot. Like I get a lot of Cavs
It's
boost.
because it's a New York team. All right, so my New Yorkers. Hey, let's place a bet.
Cool. I wanted to get in. Sorry. Continue.
Let's see. Is it Miles McBride? Is it Jalen Brunson under? I mean, they are dominating. This could be a game where he just sits.
How about, but like McBride will keep getting, like, he's not going to come off.
McBride's going to play the whole rest of the way home, even if
I think I'm going to go his over.
Me too.
Looking now.
Me too. I just accidentally switched games on FanDuel. I didn't even know you could do that, like without going backwards. All right. I'm with you. Let's do Miles McBride with the boost.
With the boom.
The boost.
I don't really.
By the way, you just look like Venom, Justin.
I don't see anything super available for him, unfortunately. Let's see. Maybe player threes. Yeah, it's not really out there. You can't really get Miles McBride live lines on FanDuel, so that's unfortunate.
DK either. I was just on there.
Yeah.
Bummer.
All
right. Well, then what about Brunson under? That was kind of the first thought.
Yeah, that's the thought. That's definitely the thought. Let's see what we can get here. If they, I don't know if they have live over under. They do, right? Yeah. Okay. They have Brunson at 36.5.
Does Tibbs load management? Does he ever bench guys? I know he's a big.
He might a little.
Wheels fall off.
If they're really, I mean, this is a 23-point win. He's going to sit them in the fourth quarter. It's going to happen. So the question is, Jalen going to put up 10 in the third? I don't think so. It just fell to 35.5 while we're talking. I still think that's fine. Even money here, under 35.5 plus 128. The most I'm allowed to put on it is a half of the even. So we'll do that.
You got a question, Justin, in the comments.
I got a question. I'm coming back. I gotta jump in. All right, what do we got? I love the comments are popping off a little bit. Let's see. Celtics Hornets saying you'd like the over. Yeah. We already played the over. We're in on that one already.
But he's curious because
it's worth mentioning again that the NBA is not cyclical with the WNBA and college basketball.
It's a scam.
That's why you're basically
pretend it's April.
Gotcha.
Pretend it's opposite day, basically.
Right. Almost. I mean, again, it's just a different style of basketball. Love that Peyton Pritchard's cold. That was an easy shot.
Oh yeah, that was on your list of plays, right? Under 14.5.
Yeah. Derek White's kind of shooting though, which is not great. He's hit a couple shots. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about the halftime. I would wait and honestly see how the third quarter starts and go from there a little bit. A lot can happen at the half, and I honestly saw a little bit more of a difficulty betting at the half in the data than I did intra-quarter, right? Might not make sense, but think about the amount of people that probably wait for the half to hit so that they feel sure. I would imagine there's a lot more liquidity at the actual half than there is in the game. Just in terms of people I don't want to mess up. I don't want to choose the wrong thing. I like to think that the likelihood is that's more advantageous to you long-term than you think, because a trader can also make a mistake in the game play, right? That's the fun. So, all right, we're here on ShotQuality Live BetCast, folks. We got one pick from our good friend Alec Musa. He's on the Franz Wagner over at 17.5. Max, you got to remove my. Can I remove it? No, I can't remove it. You got to remove my Franz Wagner. I didn't get in on it at 15.5, unfortunately. We'll let Musa ride with that one. I wish I had 15.5. There he is. There's Max is on the Hornets over as well with me at 243.5. He took Cavs. I'm on Cavs Magic under, and now Brunson under the 35.5. Max did get a bit of a better line, but I got even money. So
you got even money. I played minus 120. So
yeah, I like it. All right. Get a little sneak peek of
somebody asked about the Hawks.
Let's do it. Let's talk about it.
Musa wants to talk about the Hawks.
Just one second before we get on to the old Atlanta Hawks. You know, everyone wants to talk about Atlanta Hawks these days. You know, you old heads. Anyways, you Gen Zers and you Atlanta Hawks. Anyways, Nick Richards over 6.5 points. Nick Richards over 6.5. He's been playing a lot, 30 minutes a game. He's actually not too shabby a player. I know he was like a
he balled out 2 nights ago for sure.
So Nick Richards over 6.5 minus 120. And then I know you just said you were against it, but Peyton Pritchard over 6.5 minus.
I'm not against it. I had the pregame under. Obviously, the minute the game starts, that's all I have to wait.
Yeah, I like both these guys, 6.5, both playing. I mean, Richards is playing 30 minutes a game, and he's been balling out. And Peyton Pritchard's playing 30 minutes a game. So and they're both ice cold in a game where the pace is heavy. So I'm liking both these. So I'm going to go with my Franz Wagner play. So continue with your Hawks talk.
Just to clarify, Nick Richards plays for the Hornets. If anybody at home is looking for Nick Richards, and
everyone knows who Nick Richards plays for. Are you kidding me?
Not everyone might not know, Musa.
He's a Kentucky superstar.
That doesn't mean they know he's on the Charlotte Hornets.
Should we
Charlotte Bobcats? Sorry.
Is it
kill you?
Is it time for the double dip graphic?
Double dip.
All right, first ever double dip with the graphic. We do plenty.
You're getting on this over, right? You're getting on this over.
I'm on this over. We're going back at the half. It's crazy. It feels nuts. 251.5. It's also a scary spread, kind of. You know, scary total, scary spread. We'll give you a double graphic on it. It's actually not me who recorded that. Believe it or not. But
it was Max.
No, it was actually just something I pulled off the internet. But nonetheless, I do like this over at 251.5. I paid minus 114 for the privilege. What do you guys think?
I like it.
I took it 250.5 minus 120 on DraftKings. What I played. I like.
All right. I gotta catch up with Musa's plays. So I'm gonna go get in on Nick Richards. I like that spot a lot. It lines up with that over I just played. So Max, what do you think? Where are you at? What do you eye? And you wanted to talk some Hawks? We go to the Atlanta game?
Yeah, let's check it out. Like I said, I'm learning as we go with you guys. So I have not looked at this game yet.
So I mean, look, you're starting to understand what it's going to be like on Monday. We can't pay attention to every game. We're gonna have to start dividing and conquering. Essentially, we're gonna have Musa's gonna be like, "Oh, guys, I saw one on the bottom of the screen." I'm gonna be like, "Where?" You know, that's the fun that we're gonna have. So,
when I have my 4 monitors going.
Well, Monday's gonna be a lot of.
Did you just interrupt your?
What are you
Justin
doing?
Musa, it's gonna be Monday.
Musa, what did you? Monday. Are you trying to show us what it's like? That was okay.
Oh my god! I thought you interrupted yourself. Like you were mid sentence and then interrupted yourself. And then I thought Justin had a play and accidentally hit your button.
Dude, you gotta give us some warning. You can't just go hitting 3 buttons. I'm like,
no, but that's what Monday's gonna be like. It's gonna be crazy.
Stop! That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Anyways,
no. I will remove your button pressing powers.
Be ready.
Oh my god!
All right, I'm still trying to find a Nick Richards line. Where did you get that one, Moose?
DraftKings. So it was locked on the over/under. I had to do like the 7+.
Smart.
But that's why I just said. That's why I was stuttering and fumbling my words.
This is 7+. Yeah, I got Pritchard on 7+ minus 8.5. I love that one. Good find. He should shoot in the second. And then Nick Richards minus 120.
Sorry, this is an actual play.
Actual interruption.
There's an actual interruption.
My hands are here.
234.5 under. Oh no, I said the number first. Said the team. This Hawks game we're looking at took the under.
I like it.
Amateur.
I like it. Let's go. Put me on it too. Atlanta Hawks. I'm getting 234.5 minus 110.
You're taking the under, right?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Set that. I like that.
Expecting this one to stay slow. Look, this is a little risky, right? Because these teams can shoot. But I don't know. I think, again, it's such a perfect storm because the Hawks are down by 14. So even let's say they start hitting some threes and you're the Kings in that scenario and you're up by 5 possessions and your opponent brings it down to 4. What are you going to do? You're not going to run up the court and take the worst shot. You're not going to chuck up a 3 because you're worried and you want to re-extend the lead. You're going to play your brand of basketball. You're going to slow it down and you're going to work to get the best shot possible to give yourself an opportunity to increase the lead at the highest rate of success. So big leads, slow down pace more often than not. Even if the Hawks are trying to run up the court and chuck it up, they're not going to also abandon that attempt for good quality looks this early, because if it goes awry and they're shooting bad threes with long rebounds, the Kings are just going to absolutely destroy them in transition. So that's my TED Talk of why we like unders.
You nailed it.
Thank you. You're allowed to stay on the show, Max. Moose, what are you thinking here? You like anything in the? We got a couple player props that are maybe available. Trae Young hasn't scored yet. Larry Nance seeing some minutes. What do you think?
I think you guys are right on with the under. I mean, the way it's been playing, this is blowout factor and a team staying cold. So, no, I like that one a lot. I was eyeing Trae Young a little bit. Larry Nance, I don't have a play on him because he's just not available where I was looking. I was thinking about it, but Nance is a starter. Trae Young's their best player. I mean, this reaches blowout territory. We could see not a lot of minutes in the fourth quarter, so I'm not really interested in this one. I got the 3 player props on the overs right now. A lot of blowouts today, man. I mean, the Bulls are keeping it close against the Nets, but this one's looking ugly. The Lakers game's ugly. Knicks game's ugly. Magic game's ugly, but I know they're down players, so hopefully Franz gets it. But dang, dude. What is going on? This is not my NBA.
Is it not your NBA?
My NBA is like shorts down to your ankles, 4 headbands, Jermaine O'Neal shooting fadeaway middies.
Stephon Marbury.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. All right. You're right. A lot of blowouts. And I don't really think any of them are necessarily going, well, we've seen the Bulls do it.
I was going to say the Bulls can hang a little bit.
But they're not. The shot quality is not saying they should even be in this, really. That's a little hot from the Nets.
How about an over in that one?
Yeah. Ooh, look. Man.
What about a Nets team total over?
Oh, boy. Now we're really in the weeds.
Is that too experimental, or should we just stick to the game at 234.5?
Well, let me see what it is first.
It's 234.5. I'm going to lock it in. Let's go. Trust the data.
No, I thought you meant the team total.
No, I'm not. I'll do a half unit on the team total, but full unit 234.5 minus 110 to the over in Chicago, Brooklyn.
I'm riding as well. I took that.
I also want to take the Patrick Williams over in that game. But homeboy,
come on, ride it, train. We gonna ride it. We need a squad. I did the wrong graphic.
I'll take it. Bulls over, right? Bulls total game over. Correct?
Yeah, 234.5.
Yeah.
I have 232.5 because I'm later than you guys.
Yeah, it went down a tick.
All right, Moose. Good job. You're in. Let's go.
Thank you.
We got 10 minutes left, guys. We got 10 minutes left. So let's try to find some plays before we get out of here. Of course, you're watching ShotQuality Live BetCast, presented by SportTrade. If you haven't checked out SportTrade, make sure you check out that code SQB. Free month of ShotQualityBets data. And honestly, guys, SportTrade has a lot of player props. So really excited. We're going to be debuting a special SportTrade segment every Wednesday for our NBA episode. Be on the lookout for that. Next week, of course, the show runs Monday, Wednesday, Saturday next week. So, that thing on the bottom isn't updated. I don't know how that one got up there today, but it has today's date on it. I'm not exactly sure how that one made it up, but we are going to be here on the 4th is our next episode. So that's my bad. Yeah, hello.
The people know what day it is. It's Monday. It's the best day of the year.
Monday,
First college basketball slate. You know where to be.
I'm not going to leave my desk. To tell you the truth, it's all day. It's all day betting.
Noon.
All
We
day
start
long
at
day.
noon. We end at 11:30 with Baylor and Gonzaga. And we don't even end at 11:30. It'll actually be like 1:30.
Dude, and you know I'm like less than 3 weeks away from Bahamas.
To watch some.
A good month to be our good pal Justin Perri.
It is a great month to be your good pal Justin Perri. Still liking the over on Knicks. Still liking the under on Caps, which is interesting to see. If you were late to get in there. So, but yeah, great month to be me. Going to be out in Baha Mar. If you're going to go out there, make sure you say what's up. I have a few connections. Maybe we get some good seats. We hang out, grab a couple beers by the pool. It's going to be a great time. It's in 3 weeks. So be watching some St. John's, Tennessee, Baylor, and interestingly enough, Virginia's going to be there. So it's going to be kind of
Tony Bennett.
So, but all right. What are we seeing, guys? Anyone have any plays here as we close the show out before our mega Monday?
Someone asked what Brunson's at. I think he's cooked.
Oh, is he cooked? Is he killing it?
Cook's usually not a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
We have under 36.5. He has, where'd he go?
He has 31.
31.
So he's scored, what, 5?
Take him out, Tibbs. You don't need him. You're up 30. You don't
Come on, Timothy.
I think they go to the 4th. So it's just how many more shots does he take? Karl Anthony Towns, another monster performance. OG Anunoby, another good performance. He's shooting hot, man.
Yeah, but my dumbass taking Karl Anthony Towns under the other day when he was hot.
That one. I was grading the sheet today. I got cooked. No, this was the only one that took that one.
We had Tyler Hero.
We had Tyler Hero. That was the squad ride that got cooked. Dude, Brunson's 38.5 at plus 100. I'm double dipping. Hit the double dip. I'm taking the points.
Hit that button, baby.
I don't know where the double.
There you go. I love that.
Brunson under 38.5 points at even money. So he could get 6 more points. So I think that's kind of his ceiling. I don't think he goes. I mean, how much more do you want to use him here? They're up 30.
You wouldn't dare say that to him.
That's not Tibbs, yeah. Wow, look at this red hot start in Pacers Pels. See how that goes. All right, we're still scoring out the wahoo here in Celtics, but it might start slowing. We'll see how that goes.
We'll triple down.
248.5 on the live, so slow start for us.
No triple downs allowed.
That's where we draw the line, huh?
Yeah. Until we make a graphic.
I do think that you can actually do it, but it has to be built into your strategy, right? Like we play very discreetly here on the show in terms of not consistently applying the edge. But what shot quality says is that whenever the game is in the state in which you could make a play, you should be making the play. So like, could you consistently be hammering the under on this game because shot quality says it's 8 points lower? Like, yeah. That's
a Darren Ravel tactic of them doing things. I once saw him do that in the.
What do you mean, like consistent? What I've never heard anyone call that a Darren Ravel tactic.
I saw him do it once and he failed doing it and just kept going.
Like consistently being like, oh, under 5, under 5, under 5, under 5, and then they score and you go under 6.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. And then he used to like post about it and be like, oh, I went 5-0. It's like, no, you bet the same side 5 different times, you idiot.
Well, again, each moment is its own bet. No, am I wrong?
Yeah, but we can still call him an idiot.
No, but they were like 1 point apart. Like it wasn't even like you can't brag about.
Okay. Again, we usually want to wait a few minutes.
I had no idea what Musa was talking about until he brought it up. I kind of forgot about that, but yeah.
Pretty funny. Malik Beasley having a good night, which is nice. I was on that one tonight. All right, let's relax.
This was going to be my last one. I barely got it in and it changed. So I think this is good, but I also drank a lot of juice. So I don't know. Atlanta Hawks of the Eastern Conference. Trae Young, point guard, formerly of Oklahoma, over 17.5 points, minus 129. I know that's a lot of juice, but it is now over 19.5, minus 109. So I feel like 2 points is worth, what is that, 20 cents?
Max hates when Musa doesn't tell him the team and the player.
Now that was too much information because I started typing in Hawks. I thought he was making a Hawks team play.
But Trae Young does.
Anyways, would you still recommend the 19.5 if people have missed it?
Let's see what ShotQuality says. Did he take a good shot? That's the $1 million question. Yes, I would.
Atlanta, we're looking at Atlanta.
Yeah, so he was at 7 ShotQuality score, 1 actual, and he was at 6-1. Now it's 8-3.
Or he just hit a shot. That's all.
Yeah, but
so it's the same expected production going forward. Nothing changed.
I'd still do it.
Musa just timed it perfectly, though.
Yeah.
A little bit of luck.
I mean, a lot of juice, but yes.
I like it. All right. Last couple minutes of the show. Remember, 7:45 on Monday. It's it's a national holiday. Sorry, honey. I can't sit at dinner tonight. I can't put the kids to bed. I can't take out the trash. BetCast is on. You can do both at the same time, honestly. Be smart.
Already get a job. Don't do that.
Well, All right, this game is about as red hot as it can go. Jalen Brunson still at 31. Maybe we get lucky. Towns still shooting. OG and Anunoby shooting. I had that under, man. He keeps going over these lines. He's been money. He's shooting.
I like him. He was one of my good players.
But he's costing money. Potential under scenario here. We'll continue to monitor this one. As for Celtics Charlotte, I am hella impressed with the Hornets for keeping up tonight.
Slow start. 4 and 4 each way.
We bringing Hella back?
Hella. Did it go somewhere?
A little bit.
Didn't know.
Does Nick Richard not usually start the second half? Because he's not in foul trouble.
Who's their starting center then?
They went with a small ball. Grant Williams, I guess.
Is that because the Celtics are small? Probably. There's no Al Horford tonight.
No, put Richard back in, man. Let him cook. Let him dictate the offense.
They will. I still think you can hit the over in this game, guys. I know that's crazy. I know we've never really triple dipped, but this is one of those.
242.5 is what I was seeing.
What was our first play? Where did we
243, 243.5.
So it's below what we had. Wow.
Yep, a point below.
Wow. Yeah, I might. Because again, these teams can definitely score. We've seen it. So a cold period here, while expected to be a fast-paced game, is nothing to get afraid of. They should be able to get right back in this. But speaking of getting right back in this, we're at the end of the show. So we always make sure the card's up. We give a little bit of a last shout out to our good friends over at SportTrade. ShotQuality Live BetCast, of course, presented by our great friends over at SportTrade. Make sure you check out the exchange if you sign up. Use SQB as a sign-up code. There's no reason not to. You get cash back. So it's like good prices on bets, cash back, free data. I can't get you a better deal as an audience member. That's like the best I can do. So check that out. It won't disappoint you if you're in one of those states. We're going to make sure Musa starts playing with it more and more soon. He has an account. He's going to be a Sport Trade master. We're going to have Sport Trade here with us. I think on Wednesday, the CEO might be joining us if you like the type of stuff to talk about the tech, what's going on in betting. What they're building, how it works, all that great stuff.
I got to make sure I ask Mr. Kane when he's coming to Ohio because I need that.
I'll tell you right now, I did actually talk with Sport Trade recently, and I do think that state expansion is a little bit waiting for a second. They did just add a couple more, so we'll see. But I wouldn't say cooked on anything, my friend. Nothing's cooked until the fat lady sings.
Massive.
I mean, we're right on pace for our first wager. It's right there. If we go 1-1, whatever, fight, live the fight.
Plenty of time. Look,
there is this thing though.
That cold stretch just makes me like that over more.
You see this hand? Steady. I'm not nervous.
There is this thing though in basketball.
Steady.
If you're tied at the end of regulation, they add an extra 5 minutes to go to overtime, and then points.
They don't call it undertime.
Do not call it. It's called overtime.
I think Charlotte's gonna do it. But hey, gauntlet.
That comment.
All the guys
comment
in
threw
the
me
chat
back
tonight.
to college basketball so much. Rooting for overtime. I haven't rooted for overtime in so long. When your bet's just dead and you're like, well, we need 2 overtimes. to get this over.
Yeah, maybe if they tie it and they cover by 7 in OT, I can get it. Yeah, we're going to be right back.
Monday.
The last time you guys are seeing us here on ShotQuality Live BetCast without college basketball. Thank you so much. Like, seriously, guys. Thank you so much for hanging with us during our off season. It's been a lot quieter. This is probably the last time that my hairline is going to look this good for the season. So, like, take a peek. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a million bets posted everywhere. Projections will be ready. The site will be ready. Player props for NBA are getting better and better every day. Thank you all for watching ShotQuality Live BetCast. Thank you all for using the tech. Thank you all for watching along. We're back Monday night. Enjoy your weekend. Play some live bets. Got another great NBA slate tomorrow night. I'll be posting bets. I'll have the pick of the night tonight at some point before I head out for the evening. But we'll get hopefully a winner after Klay Thompson. Max, Moose, guys, thank you so much for hanging as always. It's always a pleasure. I hope you enjoy your weekends. I hope you cash all your bets. Everybody make sure you follow these guys on social media. Max posts a lot of good stuff. Musa, probably needs to up his Twitter game. But it's all love. See you guys for our next episode. Monday night. This is ShotQuality Live BetCast, the only show that uses SQLive data. We'll see ya on Monday.